Yeah, it is really nice to have that many people so close to us. I live about an hour from you, closer to downtown Pittsburgh. And when I started doing triathlons about, it's been 9 years ago, and I moved back to Pittsburgh, I honestly thought I was the only triathlete in Pittsburgh.
Sure.
And it was just because we didn't have a networking group back then. And when I would drive around the city and I'd see triathlon bumper stickers on people's cars, I'd get really excited.
Yeah,
So
I have to meet that person.
yeah, exactly. I have to introduce myself. I'm another triathlete. So it was really fantastic when the the triathlon club got founded. I think that the city had reached a point of critical mass where there were enough other triathletes looking for people, just with similarities, whether to train with or just to hang out and learn from. And now I'm not sure what the official paid club membership is. It's several hundred people. The Facebook group has over 700 people, and pretty much you can find people in the Pittsburgh Triathlon Club in quite a wide radius around southwestern PA, not just in the city. So
Right.
there is a lot of support around here. Now, you live in a tiny town called Hermitage, PA.
Mm-hmm.
What's the population of Hermitage?
You know what? I'm embarrassed to say this, but I don't know. It's Butler, PA, a little bit smaller than Butler, PA. Hermitage, we're surrounded by multiple communities: Sharon, Farrell, Sharpsville, West Middlesex. Yeah, but as far as the exact number, I'm embarrassed to tell you. I don't know.
That's okay. And it was recently voted one of the top 10 places to live in the state of Pennsylvania. So congratulations on making an excellent choice.
I know.
I guess, and the reason I'm sort of emphasizing that you live in a small town, or smaller than Pittsburgh anyway, is that I'm always surprised to hear about triathletes that just live everywhere and take advantage of the more rural roads that you may have an hour north of a city.
Yeah.
How was it as far as training when you were just starting out? Did you train around your home? Did you have people up there to train with?
Yeah, I really tell everyone I love where I live because I'm not urban that it's an inconvenience to jump on my bike in my driveway and go somewhere. I can jump on my bike. If I take a left going out of my driveway, I can go into Ohio and ride in the farmlands and catch some wind and catch some flatness.
Yeah.
If I take a right going out of my driveway on my bike, I can ride south and towards the New Wilmington area, which is Amish country, and catch some hills that way.
Oh, that sounds gorgeous.
Yeah, and they're all rural roads.
Yeah.
And pretty good shoulders, because we have nice winters. So when they build the roads around here, they put nice shoulders on the road because of the snow removal. And there's a lot of roads that I feel very, very safe on. And rarely do I do have some issues of drivers that maybe are ignorant of the 4-foot law in PA. But most of the time, 98% of the time, considerate motorists around here.
That's really great.
Yeah, but I live 10 minutes away from the Shenango Lake, so I do all my open water swims there. I have a trail that's literally a half a mile away from my house that I go down and do my recovery runs on, and sometimes I do my tempo runs on the run trail or the bike trail. So yeah, I think it's nice that I'm rural enough that I can bike anywhere, I can run anywhere, and I have an open water, an open body of water that I can swim at. However, we are very much lacking in our area of swimming pools. And my daughters, all three of them were swimmers at one time. The two oldest are swimmers still to this day, but we have to travel to get to a pool. We have some local pools, but they're not of high quality. So for myself, I travel to either Newcastle, PA, or Youngstown, Ohio, to get to a pool, which is about a 30-minute drive. I belong to the master's program at Newcastle Y. My master's coach is there. Like I said, that's 30 minutes. But my daughters are involved in the USA swimming program, which involves them to travel to Seneca Valley, which is about a 50-minute drive each way, to a nice quality USA swimming program. So the only complaint I would have to say about my location and coordinating it with my sport is the lack of pools.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also 10 minutes away from the lake, so I guess I can't complain too much.
You have a good trade-off. And
right.
I think that the quality of the training and how easy or, the lack of barriers in order to get out and do your riding or your running, I think that's really important for triathletes. Mm-hmm. I know that personally, I would probably be out on my bike a lot more if I did live more rural.
Right.
When I was doing my residency in Danville, PA, it's Amish country. Mm-hmm. And I could leave the hospital, get on my bike and go for a ride for 2 or 3 hours and often not be passed by any cars at all. Maybe I would be passed by a buggy. So I was definitely on my bike a lot more, training time wise in, when I first started triathlons than I am now living in the city just because of convenience. So I think it really depends on how motivated you are and what you're training for and what your training needs are. Definitely living in the rural areas is an advantage in that respect.
Right. And, I do CompuTrainer. I do it quite frequently. Mm-hmm. And I think it's such a great training tool. It's so specific. And, if I want to do tempos on a CompuTrainer, I know I'm going to accomplish them very well on a CompuTrainer. If I go out to the Ohio farmland to do my tempos, which is pretty flat, I cross my fingers that I'm not going to have any crazy crosswinds, because when the crazy crosswinds happen, it really makes those tempos tough. But at the same time, it's real world experience, and racing is real world experience. So it's great to be riding outside, but even if you're not able to ride outside and you're not from a rural area, the CompuTrainer trainer just does a great work for you in your training. Yeah,
so it sounds like a blend of the fitness that you gain specifically with the CompuTrainer work, but also real world bike handling experience on the roads with winds and such is a good blend.
Most definitely.